man. This that crowns and pounds shit, bro.
I am the way into the city of glory.
If you talking nonsense, I don't understand, but I speak money fluently.
I am the way into eternal pain.
I speak money fluently.
I am the way to go among the lost.
I speak money fluently.
Before me, there are no created things.
I speak money fluently.
But those that last forever. As do I.
If you talking nonsense, you talking nonsense, you talking nonsense, I don't understand, but I speak money fluently.
You are now in the presence of the motherfucking king.
Hey, the crowns and pounds shit, wow, man. Did y'all just fucking do that? Alright, y'all, what's up, man? This is another episode of Crowns and Pounds, man. I'm DonJulio up in the studio. You know, today I got a special guest with me, man. You know, I always got special guests with me today. But this one here, man, this is somebody like you ain't never seen before. This is the motherfucking Erik Bandz, new and upcoming. Man, we're going to give him an opportunity to express himself from personal opinion. I'm going to let you know he's one of the wisest individuals I've ever come into contact with. And when I first met him, it was under some pretty negative circumstances too, you know what I'm saying? So when you under some circumstances like that where the majority of everything is all negativity, and you have an individual that shine, I mean, he stand out as an example of something or somebody that's different. Man, these are the individuals that you want to pay attention to. These are the individuals that if you trying to go somewhere or accomplish things, or you trying to learn something, these are the type of people that you got to pay attention to. And Erik Bandz, he's one of those type of people, man. So I just wanted to ask him as like a form of introduction, who are you?
Man, first off, I'm going to just say this, man. Under those circumstances, man, that you're speaking about, man, I learned a lot from you as well, bro. Because I remember on first impression of seeing you, I'm like, damn, man, you know what I'm saying? This man here grinding like you was never inside the prison, even though your body was there, your mind went there, man. You was always finding different avenues to make your situation better. So you inspired me as well. But Erik Bandz, man, I'm the spokesman for the South. You know, I speak for the trenches, I speak for the gutter, I speak for the bottom. I'm the voice for those who don't have a voice. But I'm also a scholar. I'm a student with a high interest in learning. I'm always learning, man. I'm a big skeptic.
You got to be a skeptic. That's one of those things, man. You got to be a skeptic, because a lot of the things that present themselves to you, like they come to your attention, man, that shit just a story, man. That shit like it's like a fairy tale or a fantasy or something. So you got to be skeptical on those things. I respect that.
Most definitely, because a person could tell you anything with their mouth, but it's what they do with their actions, man, that matter most. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you have to do something with your actions, because it like I'm fond of saying, man, you can sit around and just wait. You know, I don't want to bring religion into it, man, but you know, you got certain types of individuals, man, they say a prayer and just sit around and wait. And you got other individuals, man, they say a little prayer and they get out and work.
Right, because faith without works is dead, you know?
Exactly, and that's how success is too. Success without work, man, there ain't no success, man. That shit dead, bro. You got to work for that shit.
True story.
All right, bro. Now, I mean, with a mentality like you got, with a perspective like you got, where you from? I mean, what type of area produces an individual like you? I ain't really just met a lot of dudes like you.
See, a lot of times, man, a lot of people underestimate people that's coming out them trenches. You know, people coming out them trenches, man, some of them people be the most wisest people that you ever want to meet. Because if you don't go through something, how you gonna know something? I come from Southwest Little Rock, man. It was a real poverty-stricken environment. Crime was at an all-time high, man, like crazy, man. And it's a lot of things that went on in my city that I'm not gonna speak on out of respect, you know, for the deceased and their loved ones, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm glorifying these type of things. But this what I was raised around, and when you raised around things like that, man, you learn how to mature real fast. Like, kids don't actually get to be kids where I'm from. Like, they have to pick up a certain type of mentality real quick in order to survive, man, because you got to always stay on your P's and Q's. So this what shaped my mentality, man. It was like I was grown before my time. What my grandma used to tell me. She was like, man, you got an old man living inside you. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, would you say that your grandma was one of those influences in your life to help, like, guide you, shape you, give you direction, or even better, who would you say were prominent individuals in your life, man, that help guide, shape, give you direction, things like that?
I'll say my grandmother, she just gave me that place of peace, man. You know, because it was so much going on, you know, so much I didn't understand in my life, and she just gave me that place of peace. She just put me at ease whenever I was around. The same place with my mother. Life itself was my greatest influence. You know, as I'm pretty sure that you done heard, it's also one of our first teachers. You know, for example, just a brief example real quick, like I'm an African-American male. You know, you can tell it by my demeanor, you can tell it by, you know, the pigmentation of my skin and all this right here. But if I was raised with a Chinese family and you would have started this interview off by, you know, acknowledging, you know, the accomplishments that I done accomplished in life, and I would have hit you with some shit like Shishi Ni, you know, which is thank you very much in Chinese, you know, it would have fucked you up. So everything in life had its way of influencing me one way or another. The streets had its influence on me. The time away from the streets when I was in prison had its influence on me. Everything I've been through in life shaped my mentality to be who I am today.
So you would say that you up here, you doing, this is what you're doing because not only are you good at it, but it gives you an opportunity to express what you're feeling inside, which, I mean, to me, that helps an individual grow. You know what I'm saying? So if someone is interested in their own growth and their own evolution as a person, they have to find a way that they can interact with the world around them in a way that like builds them up, you know, type of thing. And that's kind of like what you're doing.
Right. Because what greater thing can a man feel by expressing himself? When you're able to express yourself freely, man, you feel free. You know, you do better. You don't want to be in a situation where you feel pressure. You don't want to be doing anything in life where you feel pressure. When you're able to express yourself verbally, when you're able to express yourself through your work, when you're able to express yourself mentally as well as physically with the companion that you're involved with, you feel free. You don't feel pressured. So you're comfortable at what you're doing. So most definitely.
Right. And when you pushing forward like that too, especially when you come from this type of environment where you got a lot of individuals that are trying to pull you back. 9 out of 10 individuals around you are trying to pull you back onto their level, but you trying to push ahead. You trying to break through. You trying to break free of that. That take a lot of energy, man. And I notice that in my life, like when you have a lot of energy, there's a purpose to it. You know what I'm saying? You have like a goal or something like that. What would you say, Joe? What kind of purpose do you have that's giving you all this energy?
Man, that's crazy because, you know, I have nightmares about going back to the bottom, man. Like the environment that we just left out of, man, that penitentiary, man, a nigga really be having nightmares about going back to places like that or going back to a poverty-stricken environment where I didn't have nothing. So my energy and my drive come out from my hunger alone. You know, my hunger to strive to the top, man, my focus on the future. And I believe in that we got to be careful on what we give energy to because there's going to be a lot of people around you that don't want you to win. There's going to be a lot of people sending a whole lot of negative energy your way, but it's on you, on the things that you accept into your life that's going to take a toll on your life. So if we give in to all the energy and the negativity that people give us, we'll become just like them. So I had to learn real quick to hog my own lane, learn how to be myself and be comfortable at doing it. So I feel like my purpose is to make this music to teach others how to do the same thing.
Okay, now in the process of doing that, you heading towards somewhere. You're heading towards like goals. You're heading towards a bigger vision or something like that. A lot of people consider that to be success. You know, like you've reached your goal when you're successful, that kind of thing. So if you were gonna look forward or climb to the top of a mountain and you can look out and you can see you being successful 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what would that look like?
First off, I want to say, in my opinion, you know, success is doing something that you're happy in doing and also benefiting, reaping the benefits from what you're happy doing. See, a lot of people feel like they're successful just because they have money or they have material things that they see on TV or that they heart desire, but that's not true success if you're still living in pain, if you're still living in hurt. That's not being successful. The moment that you find out what you love to do, what you comfortable at doing, and you reaping the benefits from it, that's true success. Some people feel like material things are success, others don't. But if I was to stand on top of that mountain and look at myself and say what success really was to me from at the top of that mountain, I'll be doing what I'm happy at doing and reaping the benefits of it.
All right. So Hey, give me something inspirational real quick. I mean, you're a wise dude. You got knowledge. You obviously have a level of understanding beyond what the majority of people got right now. Man, give me something that's inspirational.
It's not about how hard you fall. It's about the attitude that you have when you get back up from that fall. See, a lot of people, when they hit the ground, they want to stay there. They want to stay in that same situation because they too embarrassed or they not sure of how they going to respond when they get back on their 2 feet. But when you take a fall and you get back up like, I'll never let this happen to me again, it puts you ahead of the competition. It gives you a whole nother drive. It gives you a whole nother passion. As I said, it starts with attitude, man. It's all about your attitude in life. It ain't how hard you fall. It's about how you get up, the attitude that you have when you get up. When I went to prison, if I would have came out the way that the folks wanted me to be when I was inside of prison, I would have returned right back to prison, but instead I took on a whole different mentality. I took on a whole different form of thinking. I took my time to read. I took my time to invest in things that could benefit me when I get out. I started taking Votech. I got my GED when I was down there. I even took a college course. I started doing things that can benefit me on the outside. I never allowed life to keep me down, nor did I allow the opinion of others and how they felt about me to put me in a state of mind where I felt like I had to be there or I had to respond to them in a way that would change their opinion about me.
Okay, now talking about the penitentiary now, let me ask you one of the most relevant questions that I ever ask anybody, man. Having been in the streets, having been in prison, and now having elevated yourself to the position that you're in now, what would you tell those little dudes that look up to you about prison in general?
I would tell those dudes to become familiar with the 13th Amendment, because once you enter that prison, man, you become a slave. You are no longer in control of your physical body, man. The only thing you're going to be in control in is your mind, so you need to be trying to sharpen that at all costs. You're going to eat when they tell you to eat. You're going to sleep when they tell you to sleep. You know, you're going to shower when they want you to shower. Discrimination going to be at an all-time high. So before you pick up that sack or before you pick up that gun, just be ready on the road, man. Just be ready for that road that you're going to travel, man, because the streets has an expiration date on it. What it do, this Erik Bandz. I'm in the studio with DonJulio, and this was a Crowns and Pounds production. Let's get it.
I'm a return a sinner, gripping that stuff so tight up on that K. I think I caught a splinter. You'll think it was a Doberman picture. I hang that bitch out the window. The murders got my mind gone, text vanish mode. Swear the feds been tuning in to them iPhones. Don't be alarmed by the way I speak reluctantly. I'm not a friend of he. Got word way before they gathered up enough money to put that price on me. Childish games. Took my nigga out the Bend, Arkansas to work on that aim. After that, told him get some sleep. We gon' be up a week until they check out some names. Can't wait to see them remains. Dearest managers got cut out them chains with a blue laser beam on it that thin. He like Cubs, point them out, it won't cost a thing. Weatherman can't predict this rain. Call of Duty is the name of the game. Got a walkie-talkie on several corners, bro, radio in. Stack the dick, you pay the shooter and he got whacked. That's a blank check, that was half price for some funeral arrangements. Luckily he gave his mama that. Dumped the vase, smoking on niggas' ashes. Real I hate the taste, you don't want no smoke. You was present on the day I went to trial and beat that murder case.
Hey, the Crowns and Pounds shit wild, man. Did y'all just fucking do that? It's DonJulio, Crowns and Pounds, man. That was Erik Bandz, reality music, up-and-coming rap artist here in the South. He was first an exclusive interview. I'd like for y'all to tune in for a second interview sometime in the future. Then y'all hit us up on Crowns and Pounds Instagram, Crowns and Pounds Facebook, Crowns and Pounds YouTube, because you know it's Crowns and Pounds everything, baby. Y'all be blessed, man. Stay focused, stay positive. Don't ever forget, eat like a lion, hustle like a boss.